Afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. A big welcome to today's webinar. I appreciate everyone is very, very busy at the minute, so it's really lovely to have you with us. Really pleased that you could join us as we explore the Shape Your Skills Award. It's our brand new play-based program that helps pupils aged 7 to 11 develop leadership, teamwork, and communication skills in a really fun and practical way. So over the session, we'll walk you through what it looks like in action, how it can slot into your school day, the support and the resources that you'll have access to, and the benefits that it'll bring to your students, your staff, and the wider school community. We'll try and keep things lively and interactive. I hope you've got a good mug of tea or coffee with you. So do say hello in the chat and jot down any questions for the Q&A that we'll have a little bit later on. By the end, hopefully you'll have a really good idea about how to get started, and we'll have you with us. We're going to start by having a little question, which you should be able to join by scanning the QR code. Scanning the QR code on the screen. And it's 3 words or phrases regarding what you hope to gain from today's webinar. So you can join at menti.com and use the code at the top, or you can just scan the QR code just through your phone, and it should be able to let you join in, and you can type directly onto your phone. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that, just while I wait for other people to arrive. So do feel free to say hello in the chat. If for whatever reason the Mentimeter isn't working, do feel free to just drop the answers into the chat. We'll still pick those up as well. Just another 30 seconds or so. Okay, so links to extracurricular, yeah, and then certainly understanding. We will go through through all of those. Hopefully you will get a pretty good understanding about both of those things as we go. So thank you very much for those of you that participated there. Okay, so here's a very quick structure as to what the next half hour, 45 minutes-ish will hold. We'll get through in as much detail as quickly as we can. So we'll do a very quick welcome in just a moment. We'll talk about the award and introduce what it actually is, how the award fits into your setting, the features and the benefits. We'll have a quick look behind the scenes. I'm going to show you some of the resources and what actually is included. We'll talk about the program's impact, and I've got some really nice case studies to share with you all. We'll have a bit of an open floor for any questions that you might have, and then we'll talk about how you might get started with us. So a little bit about who we are. I know that you can see both Denny and myself. My name's Rob. I'm the Business Development Manager for the Leadership Skills Foundation. Denny, do you want to say hi? I know you're on mute at the minute.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name's Denny. I'm a Centre Engagement Officer here at the Leadership Skills Foundation. So when you do and if you do get started with us, you'll have a lot of interaction with myself in regards to registering courses and just getting set up with us. Thanks, Rob.
Lovely, thank you. So we've said Leadership Skills Foundation a few times now. So in terms of who we are as an organisation, you might know us better if you've been in education for a while. You might know us better as sports leaders. So we've recently had a big rebrand. So Sports Leaders is us, effectively, but we are now the Leadership Skills Foundation. So we've been around for over 40 years. We are an educational non-profit. And for that time, teachers have used and trusted our approach to developing and recognising really key leadership skills in young people. And we'll talk about what those leadership skills are in just a minute. So each of our awards and our qualifications is really designed with the learner at the heart of it and supports them to develop real life-changing skills through practical leadership opportunities that make a real-world impact. It's not just things that are nice to have, they're real tangible benefits on the learners themselves. So with that in mind, what is the Shape Your Skills Award? So the Shape Your Skills Award is an accredited skills development award specifically for ages 7 to 11. So this one is entirely for primary aged learners. And it's been developed over a long period of time in collaboration with primary teachers. Within the organisation, a lot of teachers work, ex-teachers work with the Leadership Skills Foundation. I am a former secondary school English teacher. A number of people that work in the organisation are former teachers. And we've worked with both former teachers and current teachers to develop this as an award. So this is not something that we've just made up and are trying to get into schools. This has been worked on in collaboration with primary educators. And the purpose behind it is really to help primary age learners to build those real essential leadership skills, to lead and learn through a play-based approach. Again, we'll talk more about what those essential skills are in just a second. It rewards learners for their skill development, and again, we'll give you an example of that in just a second. And it's built with teachers in mind, with everything you need to pick it up and deliver today. I know that you've probably heard that a million times before, but again, I can absolutely guarantee, hand on heart, you could walk into a classroom and deliver this tomorrow with no planning. I will show you the resources later on. It's very, very straightforward. I just wanted to flag as well, in terms of it being an accredited skills award. I know that a few people have asked me about this before. So accreditation ensures that we're providing programs and awards that are of the highest standard and they're recognised nationwide. So the Leadership Skills Foundation is the awarding body. And as the awarding body, we have to uphold really rigorous standards for teaching and assessment. And we report regularly to Ofqual. We are regulated by Ofqual. So it's a mark of trust that you know that all of our programs and awards meet those standards. I think that's what that adjective accredited kind of gives you, if you like. It's that kind of seal of approval that it works and it is regulated by Ofqual. So what are those leadership skills then? We've broken them down into these five skills. So communication, problem solving, teamwork, organization, and confidence. I know that some of you are probably sitting in the audience thinking, well, actually, I know there's certainly some people in my class that don't need any extra confidence and are a very gregarious and outgoing anyway. And I'm sure that is the case. But certainly there will be some in here that I'm sure resonate with you as educators. As I said, as a former English teacher, the one that always really resonated with me was communication. Obviously, in my former role, oracy was a very big driver for that. And how do we engage students in speaking? How do we get them to really practice that skill of oration and present and kind of have that ability. So this is a really tangible way of demonstrating that your school is refining that skill of oracy. That's just one example. So all communication, problem solving, teamwork, organization, and confidence are the 5 key skills that your learners will be developing over the course of the award. In terms of how it fits into your setting, I've put some examples on the slide in front of you, but the answer really is however you like. We've got a number of centres that have been our trailblazer centres who have run it for the past year, and we've refined based on their feedback. And there really is no barrier to how you would like to implement this. It really is whatever's best for your setting. So I've put in some examples here. So PSHE, the award fits really neatly into weekly PSHE lessons, focuses on essential personal and social skill development. You could run it through PE. A number of our centres have run it as a part of their PE curriculum, so through their PE time, and there are a kind of a myriad of fun and practical and physical activities to promote teamwork, communication and problem solving. So a lot of our schools have run this on the school field during PE, and really got all the learners running about and doing the activities out on the field. But that's not to say that it only fits in PE. You could do all of the activities within a classroom and it would be just as effective. Or you could run it as an extracurricular activity. So it can be delivered off timetable during school time and right the way through to after school clubs as well. So there really is no wrong answer in terms of how it fits into your setting. And again, I know the question that will probably come up is, well, how do we have time to fit that into our timetable? Our timetable's already jammed. We do have examples of delivery on the website, which I will, after the webinar, you will get an email, follow-up email with all the relevant links and things. So you don't need to scribble anything down necessarily. I would just say have a look at our website. We have got sample timetables that might give you a bit of an idea about how it could fit into your timetable if that was something that you were looking to find out. So features and benefits. So in terms of what the award gives you and then why it matters. Fully digital learning resources. Again, we have tried to make this as teacher friendly as possible. So you've got, I think the way we've described it is a handrail all the way through. So all of the learning resources are fully digitized and ready to go. And as I said, I will show you behind the scenes in just a second. We'll have a proper look at what those resources actually are. Again, cross-curricular or extracurricular application. So however it fits best into your setting, we can help and support you to kind of have those conversations and figure out where it might best fit in your setting. Guided delivery throughout. Again, it really is kind of by the numbers, very, very straightforward to deliver. Comprehensive teacher notes and engaging learner videos. And again, why it matters. So again, really focusing in on that essential leadership skill development in your pupils. It helps to build their confidence and their agency to help them navigate their transitions across education. So again, we've said for sort of 7 to 11. So a number of our centres have run this with their year 6s as a kind of post kind of school play kind of week, and run it over the course of a week quite intensely. To kind of get them ready for secondary school. I know that other centres have chosen not to do that, their argument being we don't want to skill them up, we want to benefit from their skills now, and they've run it with earlier years. So again, it really is whichever, however it fits best into your setting, we would absolutely support. It provides evidence of your school's commitment to the personal development of your students. It recognises and rewards your students for their skill development, and it supports self-reflection and self-awareness in your pupils. Again, I think that self-awareness and that self-reflection is something that a lot of learners could certainly benefit from. So behind the scenes now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a moment and see if I can pull up the website itself. If you just bear with me for just a second. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen now. So on the purchase of Shape Your Skills, we'll talk about how that works in a second. You will come to the program dashboard, and this is what the Shape Your Skills Award looks like. So the award is delivered in 8 learning blocks, and you can complete them in any order you wish. Obviously, we would suggest that you begin with the award introduction and finish with the leadership challenge, and then the ready to lead is a kind of a looking backwards. So these 2 are probably best at the end for fairly obvious reasons, and this one at the beginning, again, for fairly obvious reasons. But you can work your way through those skills in any order that you see fit, and you can return to them at any time. You can reteach them. There's not a limit in terms of how often you can access the resources. Once you have bought the award and you have access to it, you can access it as many times as you like over the academic year through which you have access. So this is once you've kind of got the keys to the kingdom, you've got them for a year. So let's have a look at, let's go problem solving. So all you do is you click a block. And again, we've tried to give this as much support as we can. So we'll click on the teacher notes, and it brings up this PDF with a little kind of how to use the document, an introduction, and then start with this learner presentation and tasks. And again, you can see all down the side, here is effectively your lesson plan. So information to share, questions to ask, prompts to get learners thinking if they are struggling to contribute, key takeaways. Again, slide by slide. Again, all the way through. I won't bore you with it all, and this is one block. So you've got an introduction about how the activities for this specific block with the different resources as well. There are scaffolding tasks. There are stretch tasks. So again, this is not just go and have a go and tailor it to however you see fit. This is everything that you need to actually deliver it. So if we go introduce the skill, start with this learner presentation and tasks. I won't play the video. So there's really lovely animations all the way through to show. You might be able to show it on your interactive whiteboard to engage and introduce the skill to the learners right from the off. So that's the kind of your starter, if you like. Again, really easy to navigate. What is problem solving? Little discussion. Again, no kind of planning. Little activities here to come up with as many possible solutions as you can to these imaginary scenarios. You can literally scroll your way through it. Once you have introduced the skill, you're then on to the practical activities. Let's just have a look at tallest giraffe. So giraffe is the tallest animal in the world, da 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 da. Task is to work as a team to build the tallest freestanding giraffe. So you've got instructions here as well. So an overview of what the task is, then some instructions. And then when you're done, you've even got a nice little kind of well done to kind of mark what they've done. There's always a reflection as well. So again, how successfully did you problem solve? What's one thing that you noticed, learned, or experienced during the activity that might help you solve a problem as a leader? Once they've done the activity, there's a little reflection presentation as well. So again, 2-minute reflection. They have a discussion, again, picking up on that oracy, and then they complete a page of their leadership passport, which I will give you a look at in a second. So The standard kind of price for the award includes 30 leadership passports, and they are full colour printed booklets and stickers. The idea being that once the students complete a skill, they get a little sticker. There we go. They get a little sticker shape that goes in their passport, and then by the end they've got a really nice record of their leadership skills and what they have achieved over the course of the award. And again, whether that runs over a week, 2 weeks, a whole term, entirely up to you. Again, it's whatever fits best into your timetable. I will go back to the dashboard. And again, that is just one of the 5 skills. So I think that was problem solving. So you've still got the other 4 to kind of work through. At the end, there is a leadership challenge. So again, I won't show you that because I'm not allowed to. But they put all their skills together for a final group challenge where they get to put all of those skills into play. And then, as I said, there is a kind of a little reflection at the end that they can really reflect on their leadership passports and how far they've come. Again, just so we're being completely transparent, we try and give you everything that you need to really kind of run with this. Upon completion, you complete a form. This takes you to a kind of a Microsoft Forms page, and you simply fill it in, and then we can send out the certificates to your school. And then you can have, again, how you present those certificates to your students is entirely up to you. But again, a number of our Trailblazer centres have had a really nice assembly where they've kind of made the students come up and presented them one-on-one, which has been really lovely. And we've seen some of the pictures of that. So that's always really nice to see after the successful completion of the award. There are other supporting resources as well, so that leadership passport, we've included a printable version as well. So as I said, in the standard pack, it comes with 30 leadership passports. You can print extras if I appreciate you work in a primary school and things go missing, so you can print your own if you would like to. We've got suggested course outlines, example delivery scenarios, ongoing leadership opportunities in school for, again, pushing them further. You might have completed the award and think, well, what else can I do? It's all there for you. There's an assembly pack, there's a summary sheet for SLT, and there's a letter for parents and guardians, almost like a little bit of a bit of a press release to kind of let parents and guardians know what the Shape Your Skills Award is. So we've tried to cover all the bases. This is all based on feedback that we've had from our Trailblazer centres. So this is the kind of the feedback that we've got that suggests that this might be exactly the kind of additional support that as educators you might need. Right, now I've got to navigate back to my PowerPoint, so bear with. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've got pulled a couple of videos together from our Trailblazer centres, and hopefully the sound will work on these. They did when Denny and I ran through this beforehand, but Denny, if they're not, just give me a nod. But hopefully everything will work.
My confidence has changed quite a lot because before the award, I took part, but I didn't take part as much as I do now. So it really helped.
Leadership skills actually stem from a sense of, does the child know themselves? Because if you know yourself, you are more able to lead others or to be led.
Sometimes other people have really good ideas, but you have to give them confidence to share their ideas to make the team better.
From the start, my confidence wasn't that good. Over time, my confidence grew and grew. Shape Your Skills have helped me communicate better with everyone else.
The award's been very useful in terms of behaviour and their attitude to each other, and the activities in the award have allowed them to understand better how they interact.
Definitely doing it this way is much better. The passport stickers animations, they made it kind of more fun, more interactive.
I think everyone my age should do this award because you can't do everything on your own. You need to rely on other people and you need to be organised. So it would really help in secondary school to know all these skills.
Lovely. And then one more. So this was Donna Madison from Berkeley Academy, who was one of our Trailblazer centres, again talking about the impact that the programme has had on her class.
The children are working better together out in the playground. They are more helpful around the school, towards each other, towards the adults. The confidence levels of the children have improved. Their listening skills were much better, and that they were highly engaged and passionate about it. So I would highly recommend it and think it's really worthwhile doing.
Okay. Now I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. So we'll have a bit of a chance now for any questions that you might have. We're not finished. I will talk about pricing and things like that. But if there are any questions, do feel free to drop them in the chat or unmute yourself and just ask away. Are there any questions at all at this stage? And there might not be, and that's fine. I've got one coming in, I think. I signed up last week. When will I get access? Ah, yes. So you should get access imminently. So I will chase that up for you and make sure you have it. Yes, don't worry. Leave that with me. Pleasure. Okay. Honestly, I've got to switch backwards and forwards between my PowerPoint. Here we go. Okay. So one thing that we are going to do is to give you a bit of a taster of the award. So after this webinar, at some point tomorrow morning, I'll send you a bit of a follow-up that has a kind of a try before you buy link in it. And it will be an abridged resource of the problem-solving block that I showed you earlier. The idea being that you can go and try it this week. Try it with a class, see how you get on. If you're a head teacher, the link, you can forward the link to as many of your staff as you like. Get them to give it a go and see how it works in your setting. So again, I think one of the things that we were really keen on is you having the experience and the opportunity to try it and see what the resources actually look like before you buy it. Understand that it's a hard ask to try and find time in the timetable to do this, but this might give you something to do with that kind of tricky year 4 or 5 class on a Friday afternoon. So like I said, this will come out tomorrow morning, I would have thought, and give it a go. Try it before you buy it. In terms of how much it is, which is always the question that people want to know, it's £295 for a full year's license. And that includes the 30 learner passports, that full colour booklet, 30 sticker sheets for each student, and then access to the full suite of digital resources for the entire year. And it's not the case that once the award is complete, you get locked out. You have that license for the entire year. So you can deliver that across the year in a single week, however is best for you. There are additional resource bundles available online. So on our website on shapeyourskills.org, I'll just give you a very quick look at how you navigate there. So I'll log out because I'm logged in. There we go. So on shapeyourskills.org, when you're ready to get started, and I would encourage you to come and have a look at the website. There's loads more here that I haven't been able to fit in. There's testimonials and, you know, again, all kind of good stuff if you want to find out more. When you get to shapeyourskills.org, it's just buy now, and then you can add 15, 30, you can opt out and just have the digital package if you would prefer. So that is how you find it. So it's just on shapeyourskills.org and then buy now. If there are any other questions, I'm assuming there aren't, but if there are any other questions, do drop them into the chat. But if there aren't, then thank you very, very much for joining us and have a lovely rest of your afternoon. All questions. Can we use sports premium money to pay for this? As far as I'm aware, you can. I will double check for you, Claire, but I don't see any reason why not. You'd have to, that's more a question for the sports premium. But as far as I'm aware, then yes, I'll double check for you. Any other questions at all? Thank you very much, everyone. Have a lovely rest of your afternoon, and thank you for joining us.